You mentioned a number of companies. Bessemer's got a great fintech portfolio. Are there like a couple companies that you're really excited about that you might want to highlight?
Yeah, one I mentioned quickly, I'd say that's worth highlighting is Alloy. And I think it just a good one because it summarizes a lot of what I've already said, and is a good case study for that. A company I knew for 4.5 years before we led a Series A. It takes time to build these companies was an earlier point, and we had looked at the seed round. We built a relationship, tried to help them add some customers. They ended up working with a few of our portfolio companies as clients. Alloy is an API, no different than Twilio or SendGrid, Auth0, which we just announced to sale, to Okta. These businesses where your product is an API that developers use to really shortcut the work they need to do, and you offload some of that work to a service provider. And Alloy does that for the identity piece of financial services. So when you're opening an account, monitoring that account ongoing, ultimately other decisioning you do tied to the identity of the customer. They're powering both fintechs and legacy players. So I bring them up as unique because we look at both consumer fintech and enterprise and have this rich history of developer platform experience across BVP. We loved what they were doing from the beginning, but thought it was going to be hard. So we just stayed really close to it for a few years, led a Series A, coming up on 2 years ago. The company has just grown astronomically over the last 18 months. And really efficiently. So, these business models, when you do the work that engineers don't want to do, can be really great once they reach an inflection point. So we feel like this company has done it, and it's unique in that they sell into multiple markets with the same product. They're selling to mid-market banks I've never heard of. They're selling to large banks like Ally Bank, which is a key customer of them, and many others on the way. And they sell to innovative, fast-growing startups that are paying them significant fees to drive all of their identity decisioning. So I think it's a really high potential company that stemmed from roadmap work on the developer platform side, roadmap work on consumer fintech, and kind of empowering a lot of this whole movement. And one we're pretty excited about. And they're kind of post Series B, and I think we'll be ready for a growth round at some point.